Hey guys, so my wife convinced me to do a video series on this car. I just drove to Idaho and picked it up for $1,000. It is, I didn't mean to say Idaho, South Dakota, as you can tell by the plate. It is 100% rust free. It's ridiculous for a 93. Slammed on some, what are they called? Max Peating rods, coilovers. It's just way too low. It rolled no problem, so I was able to roll it up on the trailer. But we'll have to address that in the future. Other things, we'll probably do some interior, tidy it up. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it red or paint it white, but probably for this winter, since it's so late, keep it red. Let's see, let's pop the hood. So as you can tell, it has a O2WRX interior, just kind of in the front, and it was wired for it, but I don't know, it's kind of a hack job wiring, and I can't figure it out, so I'm just going to put my full swap in there. It's got some extra stuff, but I'm just starting fresh, full 98 to 01 interior. That's what I'll be doing. Yeah, so pretty clean engine bay. Looks like there's been no accidents, no repairs. Core support's straight. It still has the full bumper beam, so it won't fit the RS bumper that's sitting in front of it. Yeah, there's those Max Peating rods. Familiar with those from Hoonigan. I did notice AC from the 02 to 07, and this is a 93. I have a 98, so I don't know if I'm going to cut the firewall out of my old car. I'll explain that in a minute. But yeah, it's just a roller right now, and we'll get to work on it. Actually, before we work on it, I have to tackle my mess of a garage and make some space. This is why I got the car. This is a 98 L Sedan. I was hoping for a sedan, but wasn't opposed to a wagon. As you can tell, there's some issues with it. And this is where the anti-lift kit bolted up. I don't know, I won't focus. Basically that rusted out completely. I snapped the bolt, had to drill it out, and ended up bending it trying to tap it, or like one of those reverse tappers. Yeah, there's some pretty nasty cancer on it, as you can tell. Just holes, and these plates were nasty for the trailing arm links. Ended up just pulling the bolt on this one, and the whole thing turned out with these 12mm nuts. It just ripped out of the body, so didn't want to deal with that, which was sad because everything was anti-seize, but then the car sat for a while, so all these bolts for the subframe came out no problem. Overall, it's pretty clean, except for the rust holes, which sucks. And then it was rubbing before it sat, so it ended up eating through all the way down. So yeah, we gotta level this thing out, get it out of here, get the wiring off of it. It's a full version 4 STI swap. As you can see, I still got a Cusco carbon fiber sway bar in there, or strut bar. So yep, got a pretty built motor. I mean, I shouldn't say built, it's factory forged pistons, and I threw some EJ257 rods in with ARP bolts to clamp it down a little tighter because they're known to rod knock. So it's a EJ20K. It's not pretty because it's had for a while, but it has about 2,000 miles on the rebuild, new rings and everything. Probably need a different clutch. I was confused with the O2WRX. I thought they were, or I was told they're a push style, but I think it is a pull style. So I might just use that instead of the version 4 transmission because the better gearing for the highway. And oh, it has the O2WRX tank in the car right now, so I'm gonna get rid of my 98L tank and just grab my DW200 fuel pump out of it, and there's the track car. This is gonna be a daily, but I gotta finish this up sometime. It's got a Garrett G25 550. Kind of in the process of having a side exhaust, and this car is 2,200 pounds, and it is a beast. It's so fun. Well, dang, I thought this would be in the time lapse, but I lowered the car by myself. That was pretty funny. As you can tell, it's pretty stripped down. I'm just gonna get all of these wires, everything. It's a iWire swapped for version 4 to 98 and transfer everything into the wagon. So, got the car back down, as I explained, and pulling the wiring starting with the rear. I'm pulling every single wire out. I hope the taillights are the same. They're the same plug. I was running JDM tails on the sedan, and the wagon has JDM tails, which might make it easier, but I looked at the wires and they're a little bit different color. So this is how far I got. This is pretty much the door sensors, rear speakers, tail lights, fuel stuff, and then seatbelt. I guess the light's coming with, because the car doesn't have one. And yep, I gotta deal with that next. I'm not sure if there are any differences, if I can just unplug the harness like I did originally when I did iWire. Probably not, so I'm just might as well take it all at once and keep it fresh in my memory and then swap it over onto that. Oh, as a side note, I took out the rear strut bar, Cusco, pretty cool. I got it when I was in Japan. I think it separated on one end or something. I think I epoxied it, which actually this one did as well. The genuine JDM, just cool looking strut bar, doesn't really do much. It's starting to come off right there. Focus. You can see it's kind of splintered. Probably use some panel bond because that stuff is ridiculously strong. That's what I put the roof on this car with, and it's never coming off. That black stuff.